viewers, in this video we are going to see about the retail store design and the elements, and also we are going to discuss about the retail layouts of different stores, how it will be organized, how it will be set up. You might have been witnessed and you had gone to different retail stores, and how the location or how the management store is managed. So those things, retail store location, we are going to decide in this particular video. Retail store, first we have to see what is the retail store management. Retail store is the point of contact between the customer and the retailer, and it is the place where the moment of truth occurs, really the final end point where the product is witnessed by the consumers. The primary area of responsibility within the environment of a retail store lies with the store manager. A store manager play a crucial role in retail business. Due to their daily contact with customers, they have the best knowledge of customer needs to play an important role in formulating and executing retail strategies. So he should be the key person, especially in the retail store management. Actually the merchandise is presented effectively by him, and sales associates offer services that stimulate and formulate as well as facilitate customers' buying decisions. The store manager has to play a dual role in retail environment. One, on the hand, he is responsible for the various members of the staff of the team who report to him and enable the smooth functioning of the day-to-day operations of the store. On the other hand, he has to ensure that the policies and guidelines laid down by the management are adhered to and also by all the employees of the store. Thus, the store managers are responsible for increasing the productivity of two of the retailer's most important assets. One is the firm's investment in its employees and its real estate. A store manager is responsible for all the activities that are conducted within the environment of the stores, like opening up of the stores on time, and scheduling the staff and their working hours, cleanliness, merchandising, and then customer relationship management activities, CRM activities, handling customer grievances and compliance, and the closing time, fixing of the closing time and the closing procedures, etc. What are the functions of a store manager? The functions of the store manager are divided into four major categories. Number one is managing employees in terms of recruitment and selection, specializing or socializing and training, motivating them, evaluating the constructive feedback, as well as providing the feedback to the higher management or the producers or the franchisors, and rewarding and compensation details regarding the employees. The next one is the controlling of the cost. Increasing labor productivity will incur a lot of cost concepts that should be controlled by the store manager. Then reducing maintenance and energy cost, reducing inventory losses are also the role. And the third role is managing merchandise presentation. So the display settings or the display merchandise and maintaining visual standards depends upon the methodology of the particular area customers. They have to change everything with the VMs. Visual managers will help them. And working with buyers, they have to work closely with the buyers, suggesting new merchandise details, buying merchandise, and planning and managing special events for the people, and marketing down merchandise. All those things are very important role of a store manager. The last one is providing customer service. See, he must be always very clear in providing the customer service at all points. Number one is that the store objective talks in that particular perspective that how to implement a strategy in the retail shop or the retail store. Retail store design must be consistent with the reinforce the retailer strategy by meeting the needs of the target market and building a sustainable competitive advantage. Store design, once again, it is a branch of marketing and considered an important part of the overall brand of the store. So it is creative and commercial discipline that combines several different areas of expertise together in the design and construction of retail space. For example, McDonald's remodeled its stores with a lime green designer chairs and dark leather upholstery to create a more relaxed and sophisticated atmosphere. And to build the loyalty by providing rewarding shopping experiences. When customers consistently have rewarding experiences when patronizing a dealer's store or a website, they are motivated to visit the store or the website repeatedly and develop loyalty towards the retailer. Then store design provides utilitarian benefits when it enables customers to locate and purchase products in an efficient and timely manner with minimum hassle, and hedonic benefits by offering customers an entertaining and enjoyable shopping experiences that encourages them to spend more time in a store because the visit itself is rewarding. Increase sales on a visit is the third objective. Store design has in such a way that it should have a substantial effect on which product the consumers buy and how long they stay in the store and how much they spend during their visits. Thus, retailers attempt to design their stores in such a way that motivates the unplanned purchases, even sometimes the impulse buying. Then the last one is the control cost. The store design has also affect labor cost and inventory shrinkage. Attempt is made to design stores with maximum flexibility as it affects the ability to physically modify, move or store components because it is a costly affair. Also, they should design in such a way that there should be less use of electricity or the air condition for lightings. And Walmart is building environmentally sensitive store that reduce energy cost, help build Walmart's image as a socially responsible retailer and enable it to provide low prices to its consumers. To meet the legal requirements, store design or the redesign decisions must comply with the 1990s Americans Disabilities Act. Likewise, India is also having a lot of acts for that. The law protects people with disabilities and discriminations in employment, transportation, public accommodations, telecommunications, and activities of the state and local governments. Even Google nowadays, they are asking about their Google Guides reviews. What about a particular shop, whether they are helping the physically challenged people to come to that particular retail store, is there is any facilities which is available for them, what about the toilet facilities or the refreshment facilities, all those things they are asking their Google Guides to post it. That is also one of the very important point for a retail store layout or the design. It affects the store design because the Act calls for reasonable access to the merchandise and services in retail stores. But if such provisions are not available, for instance, the wider aisles or more space around the fixtures can result in a more pleasant shopping experience for disabled customers. The refreshment facilities, the restroom facilities, everything for differently abled people should be very carefully built in the store layouts. And retail store design, when you talk about Kishore Biryani supermarkets in Mumbai, India, were initially designed like most Western style supermarkets. But customers walk down the wide aisles past neatly stocked shelves and out of the door without buying. And Biryani soon recognized that part of his target market, lower middle income customers, and did not like the sterile environment. Thus, his other target customer segment is wealthier families generally employed servants to do the grocery shoppings. These servants are accustomed to shopping in small, cramped stores filled with gathering customers. The Biani's supermarket was showing a very good example for the people to how to design the Biani's store layout. Most Indians buy fresh produce from street vendors or small stores, and the merchandise is kept under sack or the gunny bags. Biani therefore redesigned his stores to make them messier, noisier, and more cramped. Much like a public market, he spent about $50,000 to replace the long, wide aisles with a narrow, crooked ones. And the stores have floors of grey granite tiling common in markets and train stations so that these customers will feel at home as if they are at home. Instead of having long aisles and tall shelves, the stores features being on low shelves on arrangements that allows customers to handle the products from all different sides. Indian customers are used to buy commodities like wheat, rice, utensils in bulk. Although bulk displays can be messy, store employees are instructed not to clean up because the customers are less likely to check out the merchandise if it is neat sacks. Because Indian markets are noisy and full of battering, Biani store employ people to walk around using megaphones to announce promotions, adding to the din of music and commercials playing in the backgrounds. So the principle of the retail store design is totally different, and for that we have to look into the following points. Number one is the totality. The entire store has to be conceived as one unit based on retailer's vision and mission. And second thing is where we are going to focus it. The primary focus within the store has to be merchandise. Achieving sales is a primary step towards being sustainable in the long run. It should also enable the customers to make easy shopping. So for that, the store design should be in such a way that it is easy for the customers to navigate inside the shop and change the flexibility pattern. Like store design has to adaptable to the environment and changing needs of the customers then and there. When you talk about the grid layout, store retail element, grid layout is one such layout which is always welcomeable. Has a parallel aisles with merchandise on shelves on both the sides of the aisles. Cash registers are located at the entrances exit of the stores. Well suited for customers who are primarily interested in the utilitarian benefits offered by the store and want to easily locate products they want to buy. And they make their purchases as quickly as possible also. Most supermarkets and full-line discount stores use the grid layouts. It is the most efficient as less space is wasted because of the aisles are all the same width and designed wide enough to accommodate shoppers and their cart also when they are moving around the place. The use of high shelves or the merchandise enables more merchandise to be on the sales floor compared with the other layouts. So the store layout designs, you can witness it. So the grid layouts, it's very books, magazines and seasonal displays, you can find it out here. And you can also have the cart area. Then you'll have exit and entrance, office and the estimated places. And then fruits, vegetables and other items are available in this corner. This is the office and customer service area where you have to see here. And This is the storage unit or the receiving unit which will be available. This all will be in the Agile stores where the books and magazines and seasonal displays will be available. The cart area is available here. So this is one model layout where you can use that. Next is the racetrack layout. It is also called as the loop layout. Provides a major cell that loops around the store to guide customer traffic around different departments with the store. Cash register stations are typically located in each department bordering the racetrack. Facilitates the goal of getting customers to see the merchandise available in multiple departments and thus encourages unplanned purchasing. That's otherwise called the impulse buying. Low fixtures are used so that the consumers or the customers can see merchandise beyond the products displayed on the racetrack. Because the store has multiple entrances or multiple exits or multiple way or the pathways, the racetrack layout places and all departments on the main aisle by drawing customers through the store in a series of major and minor loops. What are the advantages of racetrack or the loop layout? Number one is that low fixtures, so merchandise can be viewed beyond the racetrack. And then multiple entrances you will have, and popular departments are at the back of the stores, mainly suited for customers who prefer hedonic benefits such as entertaining and enjoyable shopping experiences. Customers spend more time in the store in this particular layout. The limitation part of it is this layout does not cater to customers who are short and very immediate purchase or short time purchasers. They do not have time or they do not want to explore a wide store like this loop layouts. And you can see the racetrack is wider than the other aisles and defined by change in flooring surface or color. For instance, the aisle flooring in the store is marble like tile, whereas the department floors vary in material, textures and color depending on the desired ambience. So you can view one by one by zooming in your mobiles or in your laptops. And the third layout is the freeform layout, which is known as the boutique layout. So most of the boutiques are arranged in this format. It arranges fixtures and aisles in an asymmetric pattern, provides an intimate, relaxing environment that facilitates shopping and browsing. However, creating this pleasing shopping environment is costly. Because there is no well-defined traffic pattern here, customers are not naturally drawn around the store. Thus, personal selling becomes more important to encourage customers to explore merchandise offered in these type of store layouts. And this type of layouts reduces the amount of merchandise that can also be displayed. And you can see that the retail store outlet store design. You will have a trial room, you will have toilets, window displays, so you will also have cash counters, dressing rooms, and if you are talking about this jeans, and then casual wears, undergarments, and then kids wear toys, all those things, or separately, then clearance room items also will be available there. Window displays on the open window displays will be available here. So this is one of the boutique style storage layout. And what are the advantages of this freeform layout? It allows or the allowance for browsing and wandering is very free, comfortable, and increase the impulse purchasing. So when you are moving around the items which you may not be in your mind, may be attracting you and you may purchase it. And visual appeal and the flexibility also will be there. Limitations, when you talk about the freeform layout, the limitations, it's a boutique layout, and reduces the amount of merchandise that can be displayed. Only limited things can be displayed and based on flow surface. It is very expensive model layout, and it is very difficult for you to clean also. Then the signage and graphics. It's also one of the element which we have to consider it while you are designing your store layout or identify the store layout. Signage and graphics help customers locate specific products and departments which provide product information and suggest items for special purchases. A graphic is an image or the visual representation of an object such as photo panels can and reinforce a store's image. Signage is any visual representation which gives information to the customers about a store, building, street, park, and so on. And it is used to identify the location of merchandise categories within the store and the types of products offered in this particular category. Then icons rather than words are used to facilitate communication with customers speaking different languages. For example, a red and yellow circus tent icon identifies the area of children's toys more effectively than the black and white worded rectangular sign. Smaller signs are used to identify sale items and provides more information about specific products. Then these are all some of the signs and its types. Retail store design element talks about this. And category signages is primary type which is used within a particular department or a sector of the store where the category signs are usually smaller than directional signs. Their purpose is to identify types of products offered. They are usually located near the goods to which they refer. And the second one is the promotional signage. So describe special offers and which may be displayed in windows to entice or attract the customers into a store. For instance, apparel shops or apparel stores for young women often display large posters in their windows of models wearing the items of special offers with peculiar designs. Then the third one is about the point of sale signage, and the point of sale signs are placed near the merchandise they refer to so that customers know its price and other detailed information about it. Some of these informations may already be on the products or labels or packages. Then also you have to display it with the signage graphics. Then the traditional print signage is developed and produced at corporate headquarters, distributor stores, and installed by store employees or the contractors. Many retailers are beginning to replace traditional signage with the digital signage systems nowadays. Digital signage includes signs whose virtual content or the visual content is delivered digitally through a centralized, managed, and controlled network, which is distributed to servers in stores and displayed on a flat panel screens with either LED, LCD walls or with television sets, etc. The content delivered on range from entertaining video clips to simple displays of the price of merchandise or some advertisement about the particular shop itself. You can see in both these Chennai sites, their advertisements on new arrivals and their offers will be available very often in these type of points. And due to their dynamic nature, digital signs are more effective in attracting the attention of customers and helping them to recall their messages displayed. When you are talking about the retail signage, you should also talk about the window displays. The features are the areas within the store that are designed to get customers' attention, which includes the windows. Window display in any form of selling unit plays a vital role and draw customers into the store and provide a visual messages about the type of merchandise offered in that particular store and the type of image the store wants to give a priority or the portray. Store front window displays are often effective tool for attracting the customers, building the store image, particularly especially with the new customers who are passing by that way and who are unfamiliar with the store which is existing in that particular location. Next about the entrance. The first impression caused by any store is about the entry area which is affecting the customer's image to the store. It should be very attractive. While the entry area plays a prominent role in creating an image, the first 10 feet of the store are often referred to as the decompression zone. That means because the customer is making an adjustment to a new environment, escaping from the noisy street or mall, taking off their sunglasses, closing their umbrellas and developing a visual impression of the entire store. Customers are not prepared to evaluate merchandise or make purchase decisions in the decompression zone. So retailers try to keep this area free of merchandise displays and signages. Then the freestanding displays, you should be very cautious about that. This is going to be the future of all the stores. Fixtures and mannequins that are located on aisles and designed to attract customers' attention and bring them into the departmental stores using the racetrack or the freeform layouts, especially the apparels or the garment displays. These fixtures often display and store the newest, most exciting merchandise in the particular department. You can see the Big Bazaar, or you can go to Max and you can witness it, West Side, Lifestyle. So all these areas you can see these type of freestanding displays. And end caps. So end caps talks about displays located at the end of the aisle in stores using a grid layout. So you can see the grid layouts. Visibility, it is due to the high visibility of the end caps. Sales of product increases when that merchandise is featured on the end cap. Thus, retailers use end caps for higher margin impulse merchandising. Then promotional aisle or the area, space used to display merchandise that is being promoted. The products may change each week and are highlighted in weekly ads. Products can also be mixed, so customers do not have to buy a large quantity of the same item. So they can move around, they can go for purchase of whatever the item they can see in the promotional areas. Then about the walls. Because the retail store space is often limited, many retailers increase their ability to store extra stock and display merchandise and creatively present a message by utilizing the wall space. Merchandise can be stored on shelves and racks and coordinated with the displays, photographs or graphics featuring the merchandise. It helps customers to feel more comfortable because they are not crowded by racks or other people, and they can get a perspective on the merchandise by viewing on it from a very long distance when they are in the other store units. Then dressing rooms. A critical space in which customers decide whether we are going to purchase this or this item or not is your dressing rooms. And it should be large, it should be clean and comfortable dressing rooms with a lot of mirrors and put customers in the mood to buy and entertain themselves with a lot of lightings, etc. So for instance, women's dressing rooms often have photographs of local communities hung on the walls, fresh flowers and natural lightings. Men's dressing rooms in contrast may be decorated in dark wood, the leather furniture and the linen wall coverings, etc. Then cash wraps, also known as the point of purchase (POP), counters, otherwise called and checkout areas, or places in the store where customers can purchase merchandise. Customers go to those areas or these areas and may have to wait in line for a longer time to make a purchase. Hence, the retailers use these areas to display impulse items. Like you can see that the chocolates are kept in the racks nearby the bill counter where the children will be attracted towards that. And for example, in supermarkets, you can see the batteries, the candy items, the razors, and the magazines are often shelved in the checkout counter areas. Then talks about the space management. The space within the store and on the stores, shelves and fixtures is a scarce resource. How much ever the space you have, you will have material to stuff it in. And space management involves two resource directions or the decisions. One is allocation of store space to merchandise categories and brands. Location of departments or merchandise categories in the store. And factors that retailers consider when deciding how much floor or the shelf area or the space to allocate to merchandise categories and brands are: number one, productivity of the allocated space, how much they are going to give income to them, and the merchandise inventory turnover, how much is the inventory you are having it, how you are going to fill it or how you are going to bring it back into revenues. Then impact on overall store space, sales and display needs for the merchandise. So these are all the perspectives you should take into consideration. So we also knows about the walls and other promotional asides, end caps, freestanding displays, entrances, features, and other things on a very lot. On the whole, the retail outlet or the location or the different elements, signages, everything is contributed for the space management. So thank you very much for listening my video patiently. Learn a lot of things from my video as well as from the PDF material which I am providing in this course. Thank you once again. Keep on watching and get benefit of